Hello Internet, I'm Rosanix7, and welcome back to Metroid Prime 2. In the last episode, we were attacked by zombie troopers. Now these guys are relatively simple, just a charge beam will take them out. Bioscans indicate terminated life signs of this trooper and the presence of an unknown biomass. This seems like a good time to mention, I am not playing on hard mode, which you unlock by beating the game. I'm playing on normal. I started a recording on hard before, but it made battles take too long. So, for the sake of keeping things moving a little more, I'm going to be playing on normal. Now there's also a change between this game and the first Prime that I would like to mention. In the previous one, you were able to just... how should I describe it? Well, the charge beam worked a little differently. Like, you didn't have to really charge it up that much in order to get it to fire. And while it wouldn't do as much damage as a fully charged one, it would still make the opponent stumble a little bit. This has actually been removed for this game. You have to have it fully charged in order to do a charge shot. I'm not a big fan of that change. And we have even more dead guys. Basically a rule of thumb for the charge beam, once that little pulse comes out, you can fire. Well, actually a little bit before. But, you know, same diff really. Purple! Small energy. 10 units of energy. Alrighty. Jeez, how many crates do these guys have? Oh well. Alright, let's just plow through them. So that's what Samus does best. Just firing her gun completely at random. Okay. The hell is in this whiskey? Unknown dimensional anomaly. Anomaly seems to be a dimensional rift. Target destination unknown. See what these guys happened to these guys. Cardiac arrest due to electrocution. Subject was ensnared in a network of live wires leading from an active power core. Notice here, the door has locked behind us. These locks typically close after you've defeated all the enemies or completed a specific objective, but in this case it's just going to stay locked. At least for now, I mean. Evidence suggests target was caught in a power cell explosion. Cellular breakdown from radiation exposure present in 72% of target's biomass. That could have gone better. Oh well, at least they didn't take any of my gear like the last game. Right? I mean, they wouldn't do that a second time, would they? No, I'm just being paranoid. They wouldn't do that. That's just crazy. Yeah, I'm sure I have all of it intact. Oh, god damn it! Okay, well, what did they take? Space jump thrusters. Oh, come on. Grapple beam. I didn't even know I still had that. Aw, the boost. Man, I love the boost. Power bombs. Oh, this could not get any worse. Missiles, no! Alrighty, so they were gracious enough to let us keep the morph ball this time around, I guess. It was a good thing, because if they hadn't have done that, we would not be able to continue. So this is a telluric alloy. This was originally referred to as sandstone in the previous game. It's what can be destroyed by bombs. You know, if they had just taken the morph ball, the game would be over, and we would not be able to progress. How short-sighted. Oh well. Video game minions are not known for being too smart. Alright, so we have a whole bunch of more of these freaking troopers of death and failure and die. But they're done. Easy enough. Unit is offline. Gate will not move from current position. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, hey, here's a dead guy. I'm not sure what he's doing up on that crate, but whatever. Now, over here. This is something new. This is our first save station. Step into these stations to save your game and fully restore your energy. Very nice. Save stations are relatively plentiful in this game. Not particularly abundant, but they're not hard to find. And even in areas where they aren't all that plentiful, you can just look them up on your map. Oh hey, what is this? Step into the hologram to activate the elevator. Now this is part of a source of significant praise for the Prime series. It's that transitions between doors and areas, it's all very smooth. I mean, there's practically no loading times here, and even when there are, it's just like a door that doesn't really open as soon as you want it to. But, I mean, even when taking an elevator between areas, it still loads pretty quick. Hey, we finally made it outside, and, of course, everything is brown. Yay! Isn't this the most exciting place you've ever seen? But we have some new stuff, like this new enemy that I can't seem to lock onto. Green Kraly, omnivorous hunter-gatherer. Simple-minded creature, patrols turf in search of nourishment. Low threat index. Avoid physical contact. Alrighty. Oh hey, it's more research. The Mark II bridge, portable bridge system. This bridge is durable, but often locks in place, leading to Marines to call for a new design. A heavy transport crate. Unit cannot be destroyed. Currently connected to industrial winch system for movement. Wasn't that interesting? Scan objects, creatures. Really, I never would have gathered that. These crates are made of the strongest metals in the cosmos. They cannot be destroyed. Bold claims, game. I bet I could break them. Industrial winch engaged. You know, I think I was gonna have a punchline to that last I could break him line, but pfft, I got nothing. I should stop trying to be clever, because it never works. I wish I was funny. Oh well. So we find another one of those doors with the purple thingamajiggy on it. Who knows, maybe we'll see what those are later. Splinter cocoon. Protective structure for sleeping splinters. Destroying this structure will eliminate the splinter inside, but will also alert all splinters nearby. If for some reason you're having trouble with this, it may be in your best interest to just take those out. Because, I mean, it'll remove one more of these guys. Where is that other one that just... Oh, there you are, buddy. What are you doing trying to get behind me like that? That's just rude. Alrighty. So now, just plow through some of these crates, head up around this bridge. There appears to be another enemy here, but I can't seem to find it. Oh, there you are. Two more green Krayleys. Just blast them a couple times. They're pretty simple enemies. So we have even more destroyable locks. That's kind of something I like about this, is that there's consistency between everything. Like, you won't see this gate again outside of you won't see this gate outside of areas that aren't sort of under control by the Galactic Federation at the moment. Like, the areas tend to use the same gimmicks. Oh well. Anyway, we have some more lore here. M. Veroni. I think Haley's losing it. He talks to himself all the time and he won't sleep. He almost shot me on watch the other night. I think he thought I was one of those things. I talked to the doc about taking him offline, and he told me that we need all the help we can get. That's true, but if he goes berserk and kills a bunch of us, that won't be very helpful. That is very true. Alright, we have yet another morph ball slot. I almost tried to use the boost ball for some reason. Just out of force of habit, I guess. Oh well. I believe there's something else. Yes, right here. What are you? Object is composed of nutrient-grade biomatter protected by a thick exobarrier of tensile webbing. Possible source of nourishment for local bioforms. Well, good for them. Another one of these right here. It's a purple thing. If you look back there, you can actually see there's another portal there, but it looks a little different from the one we saw last time. And with this dramatic pan, temple grounds. And we finally get some freaking music! Now if we check this right here, this is a plain old splinter. Predatory insectoid hunter. Splinters are aggressive and dangerous in numbers. Their light armor is no match for your weapons, however. Nothing is a match for my weapons. Ha ha. Right over here to your left is a blast shield. A missile blast will destroy it. Now while this song is playing, I want to actually point out something about this game. Maybe others have the same feelings about it, but when I played this game for the first time, I actually was not a very big fan of it. I mean, I still really liked it, because I mean, it's friggin' Metroid. But it was not my favorite in the series. It was actually my least favorite Prime game. But over time, as I played it more, I started to enjoy it a lot more. I don't know, I just find there's a lot more creativity to it. And to be honest, like, the backtracking in this game is something that people complain the most about. But quite frankly, I don't really see why. It's really not that bad. I mean, there's only one point in the game where you actually have to do a lot of backtracking, and at that point you're going back to areas you haven't been to in a really long time, and you have some new stuff. And I really don't find it that bad. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. If we scan this gate here, this is the Mark 7 defense gate. Durable to Federation barrier. Gate is composed of denzium, invulnerable to most weapons, though high-yield explosives are effective. Denzium was previously called bendezium, and is vulnerable to power bombs, but of course, we do not have that yet. Now, right here, here's our scanning device right there. There we go. So it opens the gate in front of us, but locks the ones behind us. And since we don't have the space jump boots, we can't jump over that yet. But we'll be able to later, I assure you. Anyway, but back on what I was saying earlier, one of the main things that I didn't like about this game actually was the music. But it, more than anything, has caught my attention in recent years. Target identified. Galactic Federation Communications Array. Target is part of a deep space communication system. Local interference is jamming its signal. Until conditions clear, it is effectively useless. Maybe we can try and find a way to get that thing online. Oh, we have more lore. Let's see what you have to say. El Bruda. We'll be making our stand here. The engineer tells me there's no way we'll get the ship's engines online. An atmospheric interference is scrambling our distress beacon. If anyone reads this, know that we did our duty and fought well. Well, you clearly didn't fight well enough. Wah, wah, wah. So, oh, right here it is. Scan this device right here. Initiating automated distress signal. Adjusting transmitter for optimum performance. And nothing happens. Transmission failed due to atmospheric interference. Yep, that serves absolutely no purpose. Not at any point in the game can you come back and do something with that. Hey, look, more dudes. And of course, they're zombies. And for some reason you have to wait for them to get all the way up before you can shoot them. Go figure. You know, these guys are... I'm not sure why these things are even getting up. I mean, really, even if you already know the reason why they're suddenly getting up, it just doesn't make any sense. I'll explain that a little more in a second. Well, not really in a second, but later. Right here, we have the Growler class turret. Automated defense system. Lightly armored gun used for point defense. Fast targets can evade its tracking system. So basically, it sucks. One charge beam and you can take it out. Up there, that prompt saying that the charge beam, right, the charge beam works as a tractor beam as well. This one we can't... For some reason, it doesn't say that it's made of denzium and can be destroyed, but whatever. It can be. Biostructure has been compromised by burrowing predators. Tunnel leads to control area. Alright, we have this scanner right here, and let's see what it does. And local interference blocking scan visor. Apparently, the almighty Samus's super duper high-tech special awesome spacesuit is thwarted by a gate. Control circuit malfunction. Gate may operate in an erratic fashion. Interesting. Well, not really, but whatever. M. Angseth. This is ridiculous. I can outshoot half the men here, and I'm stuck on monitor duty. I need to join up to stare at a hollow screen. This wouldn't happen to Samus Aran. She'd be out there taking care of business, not pushing buttons and sending reports. Oh, if only you knew how correct you were. I may as well not get out a morph ball here, because you need to use the morph ball to get through. You can actually get hit by that if you screw up the timing there, but... You know what? I figured that this is a good time to explain something. Okay, for some reason it closes all the way when you get there. Security gate disabled. Control system offline. Gate must be destroyed to advance. Recommend use of high-yield explosives. I never really explained anything on the heads-up display there. Of course, your energy's at the top, and a mini-map in the top right. Both very handy, of course. To the top left is your motion tracker. You are, of course, in the center, and the little triangle is where you're facing. Enemies will show up as orange dots, but here, this appears to be the Galactic Federation crate. Crate? Ship! Jeez! Okay, I was getting what I was gonna say confused here. There's actually a glitch you can do in this area. Well, it's not really a glitch, more of like a bug you can exploit, but I'll be explaining that in a moment. While on patrol in the Dasher system, we engaged an unknown space pirate frigate. The enemy frigate was crippled, and it crashed on the planet Aether. We followed the pirates, but our ship was damaged by a storm as we entered Aether's atmosphere. I like how you can't see the troopers continue to run on the other side of that little ledge. Heavy magnetic activity during the storm disabled our comm systems. Upon landing, we split into two units, one to set up an op space and the other to do something else. Each unit was doing fine, no problems. Until they appeared. And prepare yourselves for the only voice acting in the entire game! Wasn't that just magnificent? Yeah, so it will only be until Prime 3 where we actually get real voice acting. Look at those splinters. One thing's for sure, something's definitely not right about those things. Look at their eyes.